right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us. If you missed any of our interview with Billy Corbin, make sure to tune back into jtown.tv a little later this evening. The whole episode will be available on demand. You'll be able to catch anything you missed at the beginning. We're sorry that we couldn't get all your questions in. We appreciate Billy's time. He had to run off to take care of his film review for Paul and Yun Wrong. Tune into Big 106 tomorrow morning to listen to Billy Corbin review the show that he's ran off to see tonight, and maybe he'll say hello to the jtown.tv fans. That would be totally awesome. Now that we've completed our guest segment, we're going to move right into the equipment that we've been promising you in all of those emails, starting with color charts. All right? Color charts have been around since 1962 in the space program. What is so important about a color chart? Well, it's a really effective way to get your colors exactly right. Now, there are two ways that you're going to be setting up your cameras. You're going to be setting them up either during production or in post-production. Let's talk about production for a second. Number one, right off the bat, you've got to white balance your cameras. So everybody needs to have the same white. And once you get past the white, you're going to want some colors. You're going to want to make sure, like if you're on the set of the Dot video show with Jesse Miller, that your three cameras are all going to match colorimetry. So in order to do that, you're going to need some sort of a base. And we've called on our friends DSC Labs, longtime friends of the show, who sent us one of their cam books. Now, DSC products are available as individual charts or as books that come with several charts. What we're going to talk about first is a color chart. This is a Camaline chart that comes in the cam book. They also have the Chroma du Monde series of charts. What's so important about this? Well, when you have your engineer checking this out on a vector scope, looking through the camera, the colors that they've created create a perfect hexagonal pattern on your vector scope. So that means yellow is yellow, cyan is cyan, magenta is magenta, and all of the cameras can agree on the same base color system. So this is the production way. You've got a camera on the set, you've got a chart on the set, and all of the cameras can balance off of that. Now, I mentioned that you could also do this in post-production. This is as important as slating your camera to match up the audio and the video. It's basically slating your colors so that your editor or your colorist back in post has a reference to begin with every take. He can see, what am I, where's my base? How can I make sure that my yellows are yellow and my reds are red? Now, the reason that you're going to get yourself a booklet rather than just individual charts is once you've created your exact right colorimetry so that you've got the Coca-Cola red or the John Deere green, for instance, you've got to check it against something like a skin tone chart, like these lovely ladies right here. So once you've toned up your reds, toned up your greens, whatever it is, you've got to check all your skin tones and make sure that you haven't knocked anybody out of alignment. That's a really tricky thing to do unless you've got several different skin-toned humans, or better yet, a chart that sort of takes care of all three of them. What else comes in these handy little cam books that might make you buy a book rather than individual charts? Well, your classic back focus chart to make sure that your focus is the same whether you're zoomed in tight or far away. All of your lens back focus issues. And this will come in handy when we get to our 444 upgrade, a grayscale chart to check out the individual stops from white to black on the grayscale. This will help you tweak out your gammas and make sure that you're getting exactly what you want out of your dynamic range. Finally, there's also a registry chart. This was way more popular back in the day, but just as useful now, particularly with these very high-quality, high-definition cameras. Can you zoom in any closer on that so that we can read these numbers, Jose? You'll notice that you've got numbers here from 200 to about 800. That's lines of registration. Lines of registration. So if you get the 800, if you get individual black lines and white without banding, you've got a very serious camera on your hands. Registration chart, very, very, very helpful in dialing up your stuff. So DSC Labs, you can get them from your friends at Midtown Video. Rentals, purchases, whatever it is. If you've got to line up very high quality cameras, make sure you've got the right colors, make sure you've got the right back focus. The way to do it is with charts. Fantastic.